At the end of yesterday's video, I showed this list with the Mountain Giants, the Hooked Reavers, and the Plated Beetle that I said I was going to play today. But we're going to save that for part 3, because I had a much better idea. So we're going to cut all this garbage, and we're going to activate our Starliner by playing Omega Agent, and we're going to buff it with Soul Infusion. This is definitely the way to go. And then if we're playing Soul Infusion, there should probably be a couple copies of Serenite Chaingang. I need to find one more card to cut. Maybe I should cut a Blood Bloom. The card is pretty useless if you're not going for a specific combo with the Ectomancy. Another card that has good synergy with the Soul Infusion is Doubling Imp. But I think between the Skull of the Minari and the Blood Reaver Gul'dan, I don't think the Doubling Imp quite makes enough sense, but it's certainly a consideration.
Gul'dan versus Illyria.
Tremble before the might of the elves.
Your soul shall be mine.
Well, the Doomsayer is like kinda passable, but if he's a Devil Sword deck, then it's not even good. I don't want to give him a 3-mana 5/5, so I'm not going to play Doomsayer. I might be forced to play it sometime for hand space. No egg. Alright, buddy. You've got your 5/5, play it. I have to get a card out of the hand. Could burn a Defile here if I want to tap. Defile's probably not good against his deck, right? Five mana. 4/5. That's a lot worse than his 3-mana 5/5. Guy with all of his Golden Hunter stuff. Coin War Golem. Let's go. I'm gonna value trade with it next turn and then cube it. And then the following turn I'm gonna Dark Pact, triple Starliner him. Look at this, just as planned. Value trade. Cubed. Easy. Okay, but now should I tap or should I Dark Pact this turn? If I Dark Pact this turn, I can hit him for 14 with these Starliners next turn, so I think I like it. It's like 10 more power compared to my cube. If this guy's playing heads up, he can run his Candle Shot into one of these and prevent the synergy from the other Starliner. But I don't think he's that smart. He's playing Hunter. Look. He feels the need to smork, as if it's the only place to go. Okay, but don't pull something scary here. Okay, that's fine.
Look to the skies. Look to the skies.
He's got 4 damage in play. I'm not dead to King Crush. No, we're not Zilliax. That means I don't have lethal. Probably just gotta be a Void Lord, huh? Shouldn't actually be very easy for him to kill this 7-1. I mean, it could be Rexar, obviously. But apart from Rexar, it shouldn't be that easy. Apart from Rexar, I said, knowing he would have Rexar. He chose not to steady shot me. So we'll see if he actually has a 2-mana play. Oh, he has a 2-mana play. Don't worry, he has a 2-mana play. Void Lord number 2. Or I could play Doomguard and try to Ectomancy it next turn. Just like Chang'ang Doomguard. Push 15, he goes down to 19. Alright. Don't discard one of the Ectomancies. Nice. 12 face for sure. Why do I care about Prince Keliseth? Trick question, I don't. 15 face damage. Ooh, nice play. Killed my 2-3. Does he know that he used his candle shot for no reason? I don't actually have lethal here, I don't think. I have 16, right? 8 in play. Ectomancy gives me 5. Hellfire gives me 3. So I should probably just play another Void Lord. Hopefully he doesn't have, like, double poisonous bloatbat or something. Alright, Hunter's Mark, good start. Uh-oh. Not the Doomguard. Feels good, man. I actually forgot that they play MC Tech now, but I don't think I could have really played around it. I have Hellfire Ectomancy lethal as long as Doomguard lives. And it looks like way more than Doomguard is gonna live. It was a paltry task.
Gul'dan versus Malfurion.
I must protect the wild.
Your soul shall be mine.
I think I probably don't want to keep the 27 mana hand. Starliner was the absolute worst draw there. It blocks my soul infusions. If I just get this Starliner out of the way, I can soul infusion my Omega agent. I might do it. I might coin this out as a 9/9 on turn 6. So that means I probably want to Doomsayer on 5 to lead into the 9/9. I'm just gonna Doomsayer this thing. Could just burn the Defile. Not gonna be a good card in this matchup. And hand size issues are real. End turn. Okay, this is the game. I have the Soul Infusion set up, I have the second Star Aligner.
The circle of life is over.
Tap.
Look to the skies.
I guess I pass here. Wow, this turn sucked. Where's the skull of the Minari when you need one? I see a board clear. Not a good board clear, but it's a board clear. Hopefully I don't die. But if I don't die, I can play Void Lord. It's pretty hard to die here, honestly. It looks like he's probably Togwaggle or Mechathune at this point. I honestly don't know if this card is in modern Togwaggle decks or the Mechathune Druids. Probably just gonna Spellstone it. Spellstone plus Chillwind Yeti, let's go. I guess maybe playing this here wasn't so smart, because I'm only one turn off of getting more value out of it. Could have played it alongside the bigger Omega Agent.
My thoughts are plagued.
Guy only plays 2 Ironwood Golems, what a noob. Does he not know that he can put injured Blade Masters in his deck? If I play Librarian, I die to double swipe. So if I Star Aligner, I deal 29 damage, I think. I think I have to play Gul'dan though, so I don't die to second Ultimate Infestation or double swipe.
A bargain forged in blood and shadow.
Do I have faith in my chain gangs to block this 5 damage? I actually need the 6 damage to kill him next turn.
Bloody decisions.
But let's see, he hero powers into 1,
Now.
swipes another. I'm still dead to double swipe if I don't kill this. So, I don't know, maybe I should have just ignored double swipe. Still have 2 7 health minions for the Star Aligner. And it's not like I have to kill him next turn. In fact, the difference between killing him next turn and the following turn is probably pretty small. My guys don't have 7 health now. Why did Druids ruin everything? Even my Star Aligner setups. Druid is so tilting. I'm winning and I'm still upset. Dark Reaper to block his hero power, so I don't die to whatever I would die to. Might have actually been pretty safe at 5, but whatever.
My thoughts are plagued.
You can go up to 24. I have 18. I have 26, but he went up to 30. Make sure I did the math right, I guess. Set him as low as possible. It's actually really good that I kept the Hellfire. That means I can just kill him through a Spreading Plague. Okay, he is Togwaggle. Still has both of his naturalizes, so I could be in trouble here. I'm assuming his Azalina is 0 mana. Am I just dead here? Taking 6 fatigue. Oh, he doesn't have Azalina? So I have 11. Yeah, this is lethal. Man, I had the setup, but then he swiped my guys. I think maybe the Omega Agent setup is not the play. Okay, so this Omega Agent Soul Infusion thing was not the play. Something I underestimated with this build is how many things you really don't want to land Soul Infusion on. Like Carnivorous Cube tends to be a pretty bad target, and it's a card that stays in your hand for a while. So unlike with Zoo, you can't just play the cards that are in the way of your Soul Infusion because they're situational. And like if the Starliner's in the way, then you buff the Starliner so it doesn't have 7 health, which makes it even more difficult to trigger. And then like sometimes it's nice to land the buff on Voidlord. I actually had a pretty decent game against Quest Rogue where moving it up from 3 to 5 attack was pretty good. But in general, the Voidlord tends to have enough stats. And like landing it on Doomsayer is pretty sketchy. And then like even if you do land it on the Omega Agent, you still have to make it to turn 10, and usually in the games where you need to land the Starliner, waiting until turn 11 to actually get the combo is like a little bit too slow. And one of my criticisms with the initial build was that I had too much top-end stuff. Omega Agent is a lot of the times basically a 10-drop. And a lot of times, even if you do live that long, you get the Omega Agent setup, you have the Starliner in your hand, then they just like swipe and damage your Omega Agents and they don't activate the Starliner anymore. So it's just a bummer. One thing I ended up doing was adding Tar Creepers. I was feeling the lack of early game and I figured it's a pretty good Soul Infusion target. It just gives it a pretty good stat line and it buffs it up to 7 health. So a Soul Infusioned Tar Creeper plus a Starliner can be played in the same turn. Could be a reasonable setup. But this whole Omega Agent Soul Infusion thing is just not the play. So for real this time, tomorrow we're going to play Mountain Giant. And we're going to play Hooked Reavers. I think Hooked Reaver makes sense. It's a 7 health thing that you can play in Warlock. Seems like it should be good in this deck. I probably do want to get the second cube back in here now, since I'm going for more of a cube block build. And I was going to play a Plated Beetle, but maybe the Tar Creeper is just pretty good. Alright, I still have the 2 Changangs. Changang is probably not really worth the slot without Soul Infusion. So I had a Dark Pact in here originally. And the second Blood Bloom. I actually kind of just want a second Tar Creeper. Tar Creeper seems like it's pretty reasonable. Anyway, we'll try this list tomorrow and hopefully it doesn't suck as much as the first 2.